In the summer of 2026, a nation of over 11 million people will walk onto the greatest football stage on earth for the first time in more than 50 years. Their name is Haiti. Their motto is L'Union fait la force. Unity is our strength. But to understand why this moment matters, you must go back further than any World Cup. You must go back to a people who have been building something extraordinary for centuries. This is the story of Haitians, a people of faith, grandeur, and resilience, entering World Cup 2026. Before Haiti was Haiti, the island was called Haiti by its indigenous Taino people. The land that would become the greatest freedom story of the modern world began with those who first called it home. In 1779, 25 years before Haitian independence, free men of color from Saint-Domingue, the French colony that would one day become Haiti, crossed the Atlantic to fight at the siege of Savannah, Georgia. They fought for a nation that was not yet their own, for a freedom they had not yet been granted. The Chasseurs Volontaires de Saint-Domingue helped turn the tide of the American Revolution. They are remembered today in a monument in Savannah's Franklin Square. Then came 1804, the Haitian Revolution, led by Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Henri Christophe, and Alexandre Pétion, produced something the world had never seen. The first nation born of a successful enslaved people's revolution. Haiti was a declaration to all of humanity that freedom cannot be owned, suppressed, or sold. Haiti told the world, liberté, égalité, fraternité, and the world has never fully recovered from the truth of that statement. Haitian grandeur is not only military and political, it is also intellectual and humanitarian. In 1885, a Haitian diplomat and scholar named Antonin Vermeille published De l'égalité des races humaines, the equality of the human races. This was his answer to the racist pseudoscience of his time. While European thinkers were constructing theories of racial hierarchy, Vermeille used anthropology and history to argue for equality. Haiti did not only defeat slavery on the battlefield, Haiti answered it in the library. And then there is another chapter of Haitian humanity that fewer people know. In the late 1930s, as Jewish families fled Nazi Germany, Haiti's government under President Stenio Vincent opened its doors. Haitian diplomats issued visas. Some families received Haitian nationality in absentia. Approximately 150 Jewish refugees reached Haiti before World War II halted travel. A small black republic, itself burdened by history, reached out a hand to people in danger. That is Haitian character. To know Haiti is to know a people whose faith is woven into every part of life. Christians and practitioners of voodoo, prayers before sunrise and songs at sunset, churches that are schools, shelters, and community halls. Faith is not simply a belief system in Haiti. Faith is how a people survive what should not have been survivable. Haitian culture pulses with creativity, paintings alive with color and spirit, iron sculpture that turns scrap into sacred beauty, music, from compa to rara to gospel, that carries memory across generations. Compa beats and rara rhythms fill the air. Haitian Creole, a language born of resistance that carries the full intelligence of a people in every proverb, every story, every lullaby. And the food, soup jumu, freedom soup, served every January 1st, the day Haiti declared independence. Diri jonjon, black mushroom rice, a dish of celebration. The Haitian kitchen is a history classroom. Every plate is a lesson in where this people came from and who they are. Haitian cuisine is history served in a bowl. In 1950, a man named Joe Geachens changed football history with a single touch. Born in Port-au-Prince, he was studying in New York when he was selected for the U.S. team. On June 29, 1950, Joe Geachens deflected a cross into the net to give the United States a 1-0 victory over England, one of the most stunning upsets in history. That goal did not win the World Cup, but it wrote a Haitian name into the permanent record of football, a story of talent, sacrifice, and loss. From Joe Geachens in 1950 to Les Grenadiers in 2026, the Haitian thread in world football has never been broken. It belongs to the Haitian story of global contribution. In June 2026, in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Haiti's national team, Les Grenadiers, walked onto the pitch for a warm-up match. The Diaspora filled the stands with blue and red. They brought drums, flags, and faith. Haiti won 4-0. This was not just a warm-up. This was a declaration. The stadium was alive with the spirit of Haiti. Haiti is in Group C at World Cup 2026. On June 13th, they face Scotland in Boston. On June 19th, Brazil in Philadelphia. On June 24th, Morocco in Atlanta. These cities are home to hundreds of thousands of Haitians who will watch these matches as personal moments of history. In Miami, watch parties will fill the street. Young Haitian Americans who have grown up defending their heritage will see themselves on the world's biggest stage. Communities will stand up and cheer for a team that carries their story. The Haitian diaspora does not just watch the World Cup. The diaspora lives it. They carry the chasseurs of 1779 and the revolutionaries of 1804. They carry Furman's scholarship and Haitian's goal. They carry every prayer, every sacrifice, every kitchen, and every proverb. L'union fait la force. Haiti is united. Haiti has been wounded by history. The world knows the wounds: earthquakes, disasters, politics. But Haiti has also built civilizations. Haiti is not only a wound, Haiti is a wonder. And in 2026, the world will see Les Grenadiers, young men with blue and red on their chests and the weight of a magnificent history on their backs, walk onto the World Cup stage. They are the heirs of one of the most profound freedom struggles in human history. They are a people of faith, grandeur, and resilience. And Haiti is not finished. Allez Grenadiers, tout Haiti derrière nous. Go Grenadiers, all of Haiti is behind you. Ciencia, innovatio, humanitas. Knowledge and innovation dedicated to humanity. This documentary is a courtesy of Dr. Vermeille, Global EdTech and Research LLC. Visit us at drvermeille.com to continue the dialogue. Natural intelligence first, AI second. Your brain is the boss.